in the season, and then you complaining like when you get killed. Come
All right, bro. And yo, I got everybody calling her racist.
Wait, what?
Blicksky,
I got
Mrs.
everybody calling
Dolph.
her racist.
Yeah,
Blicksky, Mrs. Dolph.
it was such a.
I need you to step out of HQ, please. We need to have a TRU meeting.
I got you just.
All right, damn. Can I join your meeting?
No, you're not in TRU.
I miss you, Josiah. Mwah.
It's a mutual thing going.
Attention all TRU, please come to HQ. All TRU to HQ. We need a Kath here in a little bit. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna start messaging people because they're not coming. Hold on 1 second, okay?
Okay.
Sorry, they're not responding to me.
All good.
He's on Discord right now.
I'm not on Discord. I'm in the thing to see who's all on.
Yeah, that was my bad.
Any guys on? I got EMS on standby. Who wants to train? Nobody met me back in mid. EMS is on standby. We could go off base. I got a few locations.
I need people for hiring Tupac.
I'll get you a team for hiring. I'll throw your message up as well. I have a guy from yesterday postponed his rank up. I'm going to give him another shot when he's ready. Hopefully he's ready before you log off because nobody's been on to help him today. After hiring, if you can help me.
Wait, were you talking to me?
Yep, that's Miss Brooke. I know who I'm talking to, my sister. Miss Brooke, I got a guy. He postponed his interview, I think, twice yesterday. He wanted to make sure he's all the way ready. I don't know. He said, hold on, let me ask him. He said he wanted to try to finish, I think you know him, Junior Rio. I don't know. Later on, we tried to squeeze him in. I told him Tuesdays and Thursdays, so I know he postponed it twice. So I took him for our LTGs and our CGs is our HR department on doing that. I always step in. But he wanted me to do it. I'm like, I can do it, but I always make sure y'all do it. And I ain't seen nobody today. Ms. Honey been off all day. Mr. Wood been busy. And we got to get Snow and Max qualified.
Alright, so I'm done messaging people.
Yeah, no, I can do
said
it.
it several times. So
Right, hiring team coming now. We missing a slot.
we'll
15 more
deal with
minutes.
it.
Okay. Remind me in 15 minutes.
Nina Fire, please come to HQ. Nina Fire to HQ.
Nina Fire went off base, I think 20, 30 minutes to see if her purchaser was there to buy the car that she tried to buy the other day. Stand by for her. I know she spoke with me personally. It's only been a couple minutes, so stand by for her.
10-4, we head into the TRU communications that a mandatory meeting after 3rd grade.
Yep, they went off base about 5-10 minutes ago, so stand by.
10-4.
We got generals in here. Go.
We was right down the road from the base. We had a turnaround trip. We're coming right now.
Commanding officer.
Ooh, that's my brother Max.
Yeah, I had my radio on. I just cut it on.
Commanding officer Josiah, did you hear that copy?
10-4, they're on their way. Is Purgy Purge on?
I haven't seen her all day, don't think so.
Is Cartel on?
Vibes Cartel was soon to be asking ranking for vacation. He was on earlier. I haven't seen him since.
Fenton Richards.
No copy of him all day.
Keona the Baddest.
Haven't seen her all day. It's winding down to the holiday weekend. We're gonna slowly start seeing people because we're gonna be spending more time with family.
Copy. I put at least 48 hours ago that there was going to be a mandatory meeting today after the 3rd grade.
Always remember, our mandatory is, we try to get them in, try to get them out, but hey, they IRL, we're going to always stress that, even with yourself. and it is holiday weekend. We're gonna be there like this for the next 1, 2, 3 Christmas, 4 months almost to New Year's. So bear with the soldiers. We can make it mandatory, whatever, or catch it up, or body cam it, and they can watch it.
Alright, I'm gonna wait for Nina Fire to come, and then I'm gonna start my meeting.
Alright, I'm escorting.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be so strict the next couple months. Even if I'm still your TFG or I'm your FG, them 90 days. If I was the FG, boy, people gonna be chilling. Y'all know me as your FG. Y'all better vote for me. It's Steve coming for that spot, that #1 spot.
You already know you got my vote.
Shit.
I'm running downhill, a little tired, a little winded, but I'm running. I'm coming.
You're good. Sorry it's taking so long.
Alright, so say I want the person to apologize. I didn't look and see that y'all had your thing. I had to borrow her to buy a car from me.
You're good.
My bad.
You're good.
I'm busting through this motherfucking door. I'm joking. Hold on.
Alright, so everyone who's attending is here.
Miss Brooke.
The other people who aren't here, we'll deal with that later.
10-4.
Alright,
Put your message up, remind me in 10, 12 more minutes ETA.
Alright, so I turned off my radio, sorry. So going forward, we are under Leroy Jenkins' leadership for TRU. He is the 1 IC of TRU. I am second IC. Peekaboo Goat is 3 IC, and 4 IC is Tristan Montague. Okay. So what this meeting is basically to touch on is filling up BCs after raid. So what we need to do, it's preferred that we have 2 people to a BC. That way one can drive and the other one can do the macros just to speed up the process. Also in case someone starts tasering and stuff. Another thing is sandbags needs to start being guarded if we have enough people online. Yes, the gates are our priority, but we can't all be standing at the gates. There's other areas that need to be filled. So we're gonna start doing that. We need to rotate through the bunkers at Westgate, silos, and the bunkers next to RT. And then there will be a convoy training tonight after the last raid, which is now 9 p.m. EST. So yeah, just make sure that you are participating in the base clear after raid. If we do not see you guys doing base clear, that can and most likely will be an Army 6. especially if we see you online and not helping out. So everyone who is in TRU, meet up at mid. One person goes to AP, one person goes to Southgate area, and then the next person goes to Westgate area. Okay. We want to have 3 BCs go to each area, or 1 BC to go to each area, to make it quicker and to make it fair for everyone. That way we're not holding brief and we're not missing brief. Okay. Yes.
I just wanted to ask a question. So I know you sent me the macros and stuff. Are we supposed to add all of those, or just like the different phases?
So, do you have the macros?
Yeah, you sent them to me yesterday, sir.
Okay. So yes, all the macros. That's also the areas that we need to check. So, there are some people who are not clear on what area or which macro is for what. So I'm going to give you an example right now. Okay. Hold on, Mr. Tame, and I will get to your question after this. Okay. So like this kind of macro right here, where you see parenthesis TRU, RT clear, that is for base clear after raid. Okay. This other one, let me find it. Hold on. This is the quickest one that I could find. So do you see at how it says parenthesis RT safe and secure? That is for base patrol. Okay, those are 2 different ones. So the how you can remember this is base patrol is basically like your macros that you got when you first joined. It just has the TRU in it, and that is for base patrol. Another thing that we would like to start doing more frequently is if there is a or if there's enough TRU on and enough people on, we want to start doing exterior base patrols as well, to make sure that there's no gang members outside of the base trying to get in, and then that way we have a shootout or an intruder on base. With that, we want to have 2 people together for that. That way, if someone is there, they can't shoot 2 people. So they can taser 2 people, but they can't shoot 2 people, right? So if you guys get tasered, they can only shoot 1 person. So then you're back up, and you can immediately start firing at them. So, any comments, questions, or concerns?
Yes, sir.
When you tell us we should meet on med, and one go to SG and one go to WG and one go to AP, that's after raid or where or what or when?
Alright, so I think I understood your question. I'm not exactly sure. So, what I'm talking about is we need to guard south, or sandbags and all that other stuff. Is that outside of raid hours? So, like, at how when you're sitting at a gate, we need to start sitting at sandbags and AP and all that stuff. That's if we have enough people to cover South and Westgate, of course. So priority 1 is Southgate. Priority 2 is Westgate. Okay. You can find the priority list on TRU Communications. I did try to tag everyone to make sure that you are in TRU Communications as of last night. There are a couple people that I have trouble with because of the system telling me that I reached exceeded mentions. So, but if that happens, just let me know that you're not in there, and I will get you in there ASAP one way or another.
Okay, another question. After raid, when you tell us to clear the base, we will clear it on PCs, going on PCs around the base, or staying on gates?
Alright, so when we are doing base clear, you are going around in the BC, and then you're driving to those areas, and then you're clicking, for example, HP clear, Westgate clear, and you're driving around to make sure that those areas are clear. And then once those areas are clear, you come back to mid, and you then go to HQ for your brief, if a brief is being held.
Okay, alright.
Any other questions?
No?
Alright, Miss Nina, I did see your message, ma'am. So to explain what the call sign is put IVI, then /V, or not slash, but you know what I mean. Put IV. That is the field operations sector, and that's basically what we are having everyone do at this time, because there's not enough for different sectors, if that makes sense. So basically everyone is IV at this point.
Okay, another question is, I know it's determined, like a lot of us have different times that we can get online, throughout the day. Like I'm typically online pretty much all day because I have that flexibility to work from home in real life and stuff. But how else would y'all, like if you or Mr. Leroy are not online, how else are y'all determining how frequently we conduct our base checks and stuff like that? Because I just feel like I would be doing the base checks all the time because but someone else who's not online all the time, they might be doing it a little bit less, but that doesn't mean, that they're not making an effort to get to Delta Force or whatever, if they want to stay in TRU, whatever their passion is. I just don't know how else are we keeping track of that besides just the macros being thrown up.
All right, so also there's another thing I'll explain here. So before you go and do your base patrol, you should be throwing up this macro to say, hey, I'm going to be doing a base patrol. I'll report back every 10 minutes. That's those macros. And then once you checked all those areas that are TRU or the TRU macros for base patrol, then you click this one to say everything is good. I did my base patrol and I'm going back to regular duties.
So is there a way that we can identify who's doing what in the chat within the TRU forum?
So we have been talking about splitting you guys up into like squads, if you will, and certain days of the week, you guys go around if you're online and do base patrol. We would like someone to do base patrol about every 30 minutes, just to make sure that there's no one lurking on the base.
For sure. So in the meantime, is it okay if I'm looking at Discord right now? Sorry.
You're good.
Are we able to drop within the TRU chat when base checks have been conducted, just so y'all know that it's been covered, and also y'all know like who's been doing the base checks?
So I will talk to Leroy about that.
Okay.
The problem with that is we don't want at least from my perspective, we don't want the unnecessary chatting in the TRU communications. Like we want, like because it over time it gets harder and harder to find stuff, if you know what I mean. So like the roster, I had it saved on my computer because it was so hard to find the last roster. So I just have it saved on my computer and then I make the changes as necessary.
Copy.
But I will.
And just credit, for the efforts and stuff that they are putting in when you or Mr. Leroy are not online, because we all have stuff in real life. So I just want to make sure those things are documented too, so we can make sure that we're covering our duties.
Yes, ma'am. So another thing, going back to base clear, is it is now mandatory that when you do a base clear, you are taking a screenshot of you and your partner. That way we know who is doing base clear and who is not doing base clear, because there are some people who are slacking and just not doing it. We are not sure at this time who. So we want to try and cut down on that.
Copy. And also, just in addition to like everybody making sure that we're getting credit for the work and stuff we're doing with Base Clear, another one of our duties are to assist the lower ranks with it. So if anybody comes to us and inquire about like just trying, especially if they're like a sergeant major or first sergeant, like, are we able to allow them to ride while we're doing them, or should we shoot that by you all before even doing that?
So going back to that, if you become a hard hat, no ifs, ands, or buts, you start in TRU. I will talk to.
I'm so sorry, sir.
I will talk to Leroy to see if we can do ride-alongs. I don't see why we can't. But I also.
I think that's like a part of our duties, though, to make sure they're prepared, right?
I will talk to Leroy about that. I mean, regardless, when they become a hard hat, they're going to be part of TRU period for a period of time.
Yes.
That's a new requirement to join Delta.
Yeah, just speaking for myself, when I came in here, I didn't know anything about TRU or Delta Force or anything like that. So I think it would have been super helpful for us to be able to do ride-alongs, just so we can get that visibility across base of how it's ran. This is like the first time a lot of us are getting the information, especially me. Well, I can only speak for me because I think they've already been on TRU. But for me, I didn't know much about TRU before getting in this position, so it would have been nice to do that shadowing with someone before.
Yes, ma'am, and I will definitely bring that up to Leroy to see what he thinks about that.
Thank you.
Especially the rank before you become a hard hat. You know what I mean? That way, we're not having to explain ourselves 1,000,001 times.
For sure. No, I understand that. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Any other comments, questions?
Sir, how often we will clear the base and drop the macro beginning of patrol of the base? Will report back every 10 minutes. How often we will clear the base and drop this macro?
So you only have to go to the area once. So yeah, you only have to go to the area once, and then your base patrol is done. Each area, and so basically, let's say, for example, you on there, so you have to go down through the list, okay? The TRU safe and secure list. And you go to each spot, and then once all those boxes are checked, then you end your base patrol with that macro that I just posted.
Okay, sir.
So there's a macro for when you start your base patrol, and then when you go to each area, you click the macro that you're at, saying safe and secure, and then when you're done with your base patrol, then you click your macro that says you're done with your base patrol and no incidents were occurred.
Okay.
Another thing is we need to make sure that as this has been a bigger problem with Westgate, not sure why, but we need to start somehow figuring out who at Westgate is clocking out or leaving the gate and not saying a single word, or not using their macros. I feel.
Interrupt.
Go ahead.
May I interrupt, Commander
Yes.
Horner? I'm sorry to interrupt your training. We're gonna implement a new rule to where I know it sucks, but it's a certain place to clock in and out, and it'll be like probably here at HQ. It'll be clocking off. It's just like real because we gotta have a new FG soon. It won't. I don't know who's gonna be the next boss when Mr. Sway leaves. So I think we need to infiltrate that for the next one. That will have that ready, so everybody's clocking in and out nowhere else on the base for that boss. And I'm sorry, Mr. Commander Horner.
You're good. So what's the rule change?
I think we should have if you could. I mean, some people can't. If their phone die or circumstances, if they're at work, IRL or NRP, certain. But if he could get you to always clock out in one area that we all suggest could be here, HQ. So when you clock back in, it'll be like you did punch a time slot NRP to make it an RP session. So I agree with that to see if everybody. Some people have houses and homes. Some people have apartments, so it's not going to work with any and everybody. So even when I rented a home, I always wind up there after 18 to 24 hours. So I get it. I'm not going to punish people for not, but for the most part, if you right here clocking out, you'll be right here clocking back in, getting your vest, getting your tools. So, yep, we're going to implement that to be a try to clock in spot, if that makes sense.
Okay. Yeah. So obviously, I have a lot of issues with my device too. So I'm not chewing anyone if your device dies or if you lose connection, because my phone is the king of losing connection to this game for whatever reason. But
like right now,
say that again.
I said like right now you're breaking up, but it's like a try. Like, hey,
Yeah.
try to get to HQ and clock out. We're gonna implement that. That's gonna be the next rule. I'm gonna talk it over with the generals tonight, and that may be something going forward for tomorrow and the rest of my stay as a DFG for this month and a half. That we could get everybody clocking in a second. So even if it's a raid, everybody's coming from HP, grab their vest, their gun, bullets, and go.
Wait, so Swade is about to retire? It doesn't feel like he's been in for 3 months.
Hey, we get 90 days, man. He's been doing it a month and a half. Yeah. He got a month and a half left.
Huh, okay. Man, time's flying by.
I have another question.
Go ahead.
I know it was people that. What'd you say?
This is Commander Horner's training, so I gotta step out of it. This is if you need me, yeah. Go ahead.
Oh no, it was just a general question. I know it was 2 other people that got ranked up to this position with me, like Mrs. Purgy and
Okay, I'm just gonna chill here.
Mr.
I'm just gonna get something in my.
To ensure that they get this information. How often are we doing these meetings? Like, where is that posted? I know you said you didn't want to spam the chat, Mr. Josiah, so I'm just trying to make sure I communicate that if I see them.
So I don't have an answer to your question. It's really up to Mr. Leroy. Mr. Leroy said that he wasn't able to attend to this meeting, so I told him that I would take it over. I just wanted him to tell me what he wanted me to cover for this meeting. So basically, it's gonna be whenever we need to have a meeting. I don't think.
Okay, so
I don't think.
if you don't mind, I'll just share this information with them whenever I see them, to make sure that they are upholding their duties and they're aware of the new knowledge that's coming. Because I think they all wanted to have this meeting so they can know what's expected of them and how they can make sure they're able to perform their best duties.
So I'm body camming this, and it's actually gonna go on TRU communications.
Copy. Thank you.
You're welcome. Alright, if there's no other comments, questions, or concerns, this meeting is now adjourned.
Mr. Horner, make sure you're giving me about implementing a certain clock in space. If we can all clock in, clock out, instead of just getting off base. That's going to be something new. I'm going to bring it past FG, DFG. I swear they won't have a problem with it. So I know it's hard. Some of us can't. Hey, my phone went to die, or my daughter crying. You know, it's not going to be the best. But what I'm saying, if we all have time, if we all do it, it'll be like 50% of the base doing it compared to the other 50%.
I mean, personally, I like that idea because sometimes when I clock on, I'm getting shot and killed like immediately. So.
Wait, y'all.
I will clock out anywhere. I'm top of the damn setup out there, and I'm getting killed like a mug. So I get it. Yep, you're right.
I think we got an intruder, y'all.
All right, Mr. Jonas,